The recap starts with our MC, Jin Mita, about to harvest his crops when, out of nowhere, a person appears in his rice field. Jin sees a silvery object shining. He thinks it's trash, so he immediately sprints over, only to find that it's armor worn by a female knight. Jin wonders if she's a cosplayer, but his farm isn't a famous spot for anime fans. He questions why she's collapsed in a place like this and tries to wake her up. She opens her eyes but looks confused. Jin notices her fair skin, golden hair, and clear emerald eyes. He's never seen someone this beautiful before. He asks if she understands what he's saying, but she suddenly stands and demands to know who he is, warning him not to get near her. He finds it strange. She was the one collapsed in his field, yet he's being treated like a suspicious person. She asks where she is and who Jin is, but he thinks that's supposed to be his line. He simply says it's his rice field and asks what she's doing there. She starts looking around and realizes she's in a completely unfamiliar environment. Jin decides it's best not to involve himself and tells her to leave his field. But she grabs his shirt, asking again where this place is. Jin starts to get a bit irritated, but she wants him to answer seriously. He tells her this is Japan. She's never heard of the country before, which surprises Jin. He starts wondering if something might be wrong. He asks for her name and where she's from. She introduces herself as the eldest daughter of the knight family serving the kingdom of Laforia, and her name is Seraphim. Jin is shocked. He's never heard of any of it. She raises her voice, claiming her kingdom is very powerful and that even a farmer should have heard of it. He says he still hasn't. He asks if he's one of those people who pretend to be anime characters from fantasy worlds. She thinks Jin is insulting her and unsheathes her sword, ready to fight. But her exhaustion catches up with her, and she starts to feel sleepy. She passes out, and Jin says he has no choice but to carry her. After a while, Seraphim wakes up and starts enjoying the beautiful scenery. She realizes she's on Jin's back and asks where he took her. He tells her this is his house. Jin is really tired and asks if she can walk on her own because her armor is heavy. He wonders how such a delicate girl is able to wear and walk in such heavy armor. To Jin's surprise, she then jumps over his fence with ease. The next chapter starts with Seraphim admiring Jin's house. She then enters the house, looks around a bit, and tells MC that his house was magnificent. MC is surprised and tells her it's just an ordinary house, though it was a little big. Seraphim was surprised that such an advanced village existed. She then starts walking around, but MC tells her shoes aren't allowed inside. He says that she has to take off her dirty armor too. She was surprised, but she didn't refuse to. She takes off her armor, and Jin is surprised that she wore ordinary clothes underneath. MC thinks she is tall but with proportions out of this world. If she went into showbiz, she would be a sensation, but at the time she was drenched and muddy. MC asks her to take a bath. She is surprised. MC then clarifies that she passed out twice in his field, so she was a little dirty. But she was actually surprised that he had a bath. MC says of course and then takes her to see it. Seraphim is blown away by him. A farmer, having a bath. A farmer has a bath, she shouted, surprised. But MC tells her he wasn't that broke. Her image of farmers worries MC. He then goes to fill in the hot water. After turning the tap, Seraphim is surprised that hot water was coming out. She asks if it was a magic tool, but Jin just tells her it's water. She is surprised that a farmer also owns a magic tool. She couldn't believe it. MC gets a little pissed and thinks she was making fun of him or something. She goes to the tap curious. Jin tells her to be careful, but she turns the lever and water pours on her, and she gets wet. Jin gets angry, telling her that of course she'll get wet if she pushes the shower lever. She apologizes, saying everything is new to her. He thinks even if she was a foreigner, she should still know about water heaters and showers. But her reactions say otherwise. It's like she is seeing these for the first time. He asks himself what kind of life she might have had. Do people avoid baths in other countries? MC asks if she does not know anything about baths. She agrees and asks Jin to teach her and apologizes for troubling him. He never thought he'd have to teach someone how to take a bath. But she didn't seem like she was lying. Time passes and we switch to after Seraphim finished her bath.